What's up, everybody? Looking forward to seeing everyone at M365 New York City. I am here today with my good friend Himanshu Goil. So, Himanshu, hello, and thanks for being with us today.
Hey, hi Diego. Thank you for having me. And yeah, we are very excited for Microsoft M365 New York City. And I'm founder and chief executive officer for Tech for Gov. And we build technology for government in AI. And I also founded this community organization called AI Methri. Methri in Sanskrit, it's a Sanskrit word, and Methri in Sanskrit means friendship. So we believe it's good to have a friendship with AI. And we are hosting a AI for government track with Microsoft 365 NYC, which is where we're going to talk about a lot of practical implementation, how to implement AI in a very governed way inside public sector agencies to ensure that AI is being received in a right form.
Amazing. So, Himanshu, I'm gonna put you on the spot now. Like these questions have not been previously reviewed, so I got like a few good ones for you, and let's get the conversation started, right? So, first question that I have for you is when people hear AI in government, they usually think something like big and complicated. In reality, what does practical AI actually look like for a city, county, or public agency?
That's a very good point, Diego. And you had said it very well. And this is what the pushback we were also receiving whenever we talk about AI in government. People think that there are these robots coming out, and there is a lot of, I won't say scareness, but there's still a pushback. And what we are doing is we're trying to simplify AI for government, meaning finding those small use cases where it can be much more impactful. And this is not just part of government agencies or public sector employees. It all of us who we use government from outside as well. We need to ensure that those processes are automated or has certain type of agentic systems around it. I'll give you one quick use case here that for resident communication, we deploy these agentic chatbots, which are RAG chat model, but allow government agencies, county government or city municipal websites to have a 24 cross 7 response on the website. So that's one of the use cases, but there's so many more where we could amplify employees to have more efficiencies there.
So, with that, what is one AI use case in local government that really sounds simple but could make immediately a huge difference for employees or residents?
There are many of those, but we were working upon one which one of our elected officials also going to talk about during the conference, and that is about meeting minutes. So all of these government agencies have their council meetings and regular public meetings, which where the notes needs to be published on the public platform. And believe it or not, county clerks and there are a lot of other employees who take a lot of time and build this with all due diligence to provide for the meeting notes, agenda items, and this all can be done with AI in a very short time frame, and keeping human in the loop, of course, making sure that there is a human element to it and who is reviewing these notes before getting published. But this is one of the use case which we think it could be achieved very quickly through AI, and Microsoft Copilot has multiple of these solutions available. Azure Foundry, you know very well, we have these agentic framework which we can build for these kind of solutions.
So, users, organizations alike, managers, leadership, everyone gets very uneasy when you're talking about AI these days, particularly about like data, trust, and governance, right? So, where do you think public sector organizations need to be really careful before rolling AI, especially around like these topics that I said, data, trust, and governance?
Yeah, and that's a very good point, Diego, because data trust and governance is the core of any implementation we do, and not just in government, but also in any other regulated industry. You are dealing with some core information about the company or a government organization which you do not want to surface on any of these AI models. So you have to ensure that the trust is being established. And what we talk about is that if you do not understand how the model is being built or how the data is being shared with the model, then you should be very cautious how you utilize it. So the data harmonization needs to happen, trust needs to be established, all those guardrails around the model needs to be established, and above and beyond everything, once the data is being interacted with model, you need to ensure that you have accountability. The observability should be there so that you have a log of all the interaction with any of the AI chats or any of the other AI agents as well. So we ensure that there is a guardrail being established, there is a set AI policy to ensure that the data is secure, and trust in citizens and staff is core to any AI implementation.
So for those attending, and particularly for those interested in this golf track, what should they be listening for if they want to bring back real ideas to their organizations?
That's a very good point. And yes, in GovTrack, we would be starting with some of these practical use cases, how and what can be done to implement these use cases in government, and very specific to city and county government. Then we would be leading into some of the conversations around the pitfalls, what we saw, and the real-time bottlenecks while we're implementing, and how the change management happens in government. And the closing note would be from some of the elected officials who will talk about what they see as a after effect of going live with some of these AI agents in 6 months, 1 year time. We have some of these elected officials who have seen the journey from start to end, and now still they are kind of elevating some of these AI use cases. So that's how the GovTrack is built, and we are very excited for this.
So are you having a session there? Are you just hanging out during the day so people can come talk to you? What are you going to be doing in M365 New York City? Tell me.
So yeah, so I have one session around secure implementation of AI and from pilot to enterprise. That is one thing I'm talking about, but I do talk about a lot for civic agents, and the how these civic agents can modernize the public service in general. And yeah, but for my perspective, I would be giving a presentation on this session for AI pilots to enterprise control.
All right. So my final question for you is, AI in government can either be really useful or really messy. Where do you think agencies should start so they don't overcomplicate it? Like, what is, if they're trying to do AI today, what is the first thing that they have to look into?
Yeah, that's a very good point, and we get this quite a bit. That what should be the entry point? How to start? A lot of hype around AI, and one thing I would suggest, and we this is what we have been following as well. That do not start with the model. Do not talk about, okay, let's use this model or that model which is available. Start with the use case. Start with something which has some impact on the teams you're working with. If maybe it may be internal staff who is looking for some of these SOPs and going through with these large documents, which takes quite a bit of time and energy to go over it. Maybe perhaps building those co-pilot knowledge agents may be a good stepping stone. Maybe starting with those knowledge agents and then adding some more workload to these knowledge agents so that it becomes more and more meaningful for you, and then they react as a digital worker for you. So entry point, AI policy in place for most, building processes which you would like to solve, not really finding a use case because now everybody talking about AI, and ensuring that those use cases or those knowledge agents bring some ROI back to the team or efficiency gain, so that now these teams can actually move forward and build some more additional agentic systems around.
So listen, uh, you're going to be there hanging out at M365 New York City all day, and I hope people come talk to you. But if they're not, or if they're still trying to debate about whether to come or not, and they want to hear more about AI Metri, um, where do they go? Like, what is the website? How do they get a hold of you? How do they get a hold of the organization? Other than, of course, coming to see you at M365 New York City.
Yes. For anybody who want to reach out to me, connect me with you on LinkedIn, or reach out on aimetri.com. We have quite a few exciting events coming up. We are largely focused upon agentic systems, AI in Microsoft technology, building AI stack on Microsoft Foundry. So yeah, I would love to chat, and I'll be there pretty much whole day, and looking forward to it.
Amazing, amazing. Himanshu, thank you so much, sir. Looking forward to your session in New York, man. It's going to be a great day. And if you guys haven't signed up yet, please, 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 m365nyc.com, okay? Tickets are still available. Please go register now. Looking forward to seeing you guys. Thank you so much, Himanshu, once again.
Thank
And
you.
looking forward to seeing you soon, man.
Same here, Diego. Yep. See you soon. Yep. Thank you.